What's up everyone, this is SliferKing here, and today you join me for the series finale or season finale of my Gaming Wheel series, and it's finally time for me to play a game which I've never done on this channel and I've always wanted to do, and it is time for Robo Wars Arena of Destruction. So this is probably in my top 3 or 4 PlayStation 2 games that I've ever played, up there with Simpsons Hit and Run, Doors to the Roses, and etc, etc. So yes, this for me was a lot of fun growing up. Watching the Robo Wars show back in its heyday, when you had all the heavy hitters such as Hypnodisk, Chaos 2, Pussycat. Then you also had, in fact, I'm going to show you. So the mode I have unlocked has all of the robots unlocked. So most of the heavy hitters are in the super heavyweight class, such as Hypnodisk. Obviously you do get some custom ones, such as like the ones I'm showing you. Actually, if I go back, if I start Hypnodisk and then go to the left, so yeah, Panic Attack, Firestorm, Mortis, yeah, there's Pussycat, Deadsaw, which was always funny, In the Fire 4, Behemoth. So yeah, Terahertz. There's a lot of the heavy hitters. Yeah, there's Firestorm. So yeah, a lot of these heavy hitters, and there's actually, I think there's 1 or 2 in heavyweights as well. Yep, there it is. If I'm correct, the most successful robot in Robo Wars history is Chaos 2. Yeah, so that's the only of like the famous ones, I think. I think Panic Attack was in super heavyweight as well. So of course you can also build your robots. There's also professional mode. So professional mode gives you championships for each like event. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 tournaments you can enter, but obviously because I've got the cheat code, I don't need to do that. So what we're going to do instead is free play mode, and this is where things can get really crazy and really silly. So with free play mode, we can basically play in any of the unlocked arenas, which in this case is all of them. So you got the TV. So now I can actually show you pictures of them. So TV Studio, the Tanzania volcano, military base in Siberia, the Japanese rooftops in Japan, the scrapyard in Sao Paulo, the dockyard in Germany, the steelworks in New York, and the North Sea oil rig. Now, obviously, the TV Studio is by far the most iconic. However, for me, the one I always ended up going back to over and over again was either the Japanese rooftops or the scrapyard. The scrapyard in Sao Paulo is the smallest, but for me, the Japanese rooftops is the most fun, and then Siberia is just silly with its landmines. But I'm going to go back to my favourite, which is Japan. So now the next question is the settings. So yeah, we'll go. So you can do 1-on-1 collateral damage, Annihilator, Capture the Flag, or Mad Bomber. So Mad Bomber is basically a robot spawns with a bomb, and they pass it to another robot if they hit. But I'm gonna go with the Annihilator. Actually, can I do? Oh, sorry. Right, I was doing it wrong. Annihilator. So you can have a maximum of 6 robots, and house robots as well. Why not? Should be a good laugh. So now the last step is just picking the robots. Oh yeah, this was my... oh dear. It's funny looking here actually now. So yeah, that was the robot I made like to start with, like as a base entry. Because by default you can't... yeah, by default you can't use like the heavy hitters.
Hi there. First you will need a body. The before you can begin adding other components.
Go away.
Parts are quite expensive here, but you can find cheaper parts in the scrapyard if you're on a tight budget.
Alright. So now I need to work out to change robot. Oh, there we go. So I just pressed left. So Behemoth is very good at high flipping, but can be susceptible to sideways. Chaos is obviously lighter. Firestorm is always a personal favourite of mine. No, I don't want my... Oh, right, okay. I think you can only have 4 robots at a time. So that means it's either Behemoth, Chaos 2 or Firestorm. I think I'm going to go with Behemoth, because Behemoth I've always enjoyed using. It may have issues going sideways, but it should be funny. God, it's been a long time since I played this. Also need to remember how to change the camera, because, yeah, it's either I have it top down or I have it with my robots. So free play. So it looks like we also have Loki, Elektra, Skulldragger, the X-Master, but the one I'm a little concerned with is Terahertz. And in these, like the proper robots, they are actually quite challenging. One other thing you can do is, if you look to the bottom left, you have the statistics mode. So that means if you press circle, you can go into a little bit of a... Like it shows you the stats for each robot with a little bit of commentary from the one and only Jonathan Pierce. So let's do that.
Unseeded this robot, but showing a lot of potential. It's a heavyweight robot. Definitely in with a chance of surprising everyone, this robot. Unseeded today. A 24-volt sealed lead-acid battery, the power behind this robot. Unseeded in this competition, but could have a few surprises up its sleeve. Powered by a 12-volt sealed lead-acid battery. It's armed with a set of small electric lifting spikes powered by a lorry windscreen wiper motor. Can the other competitors take this bull by the horns? Unseeded this time, but no slouch. This robot could do well. Powered by a 5-horsepower, 4-stroke petrol engine. It's armed with these small electric lifting spikes powered by a 12-volt motor. No expense spared on this robot. Let's hope the results live up to expectations, or someone's going to want a refund. This robot isn't seeded, but is well fancied in the pits. Could be the dark horse of the tournament. A 5-horsepower, 4-stroke petrol engine, giving this robot all the power it needs. It's armed with a set of horizontal lifting spikes, just right for tipping robots over or pushing them into arena obstacles. And it even comes prepared for a power cut with those strong headlights. This robot, unseeded, but could do better than everyone expects today. Powered by a 24-volt sealed lead-acid battery.
Oof, blimey, I forgot how much Terahertz costs. So Terahertz is by far the most expensive robot, nearly £20,000. I should mention the figures, I believe, should be pounds, not dollars or euros or anything like that. So now that we've gone for the statistics, I guess let's have a fight.
Be wary near the skylight, otherwise you might be dropping in on someone unexpectedly. The fans can blow you upwards if they have enough power, so be careful, otherwise you might end up a floating duck. The sides of the building make a great place to push robots off. Be wary though, or you may end up as street pizza yourself. The generators are brimming with electricity to power all that neon. They can give you a nasty shock if you get too close.
So it looks like it's shunting kilohertz.
3,
It's a kilohertz.
2,
Kilowatts, sorry.
1. Activate.
Alright, now I need to remember the controls.
They want a Turkish bath? Close, no steam vents. The steel armour giving it some defence against the attack. Too easy to titanium armour. Polycarbonate, not such good defence
hang on.
against cutting attacks.
Oh. Oh, jeez,
It's
Kira.
heading for a collision!
I think someone's already died.
The spike, piercing its target. Not much damage, but it's made a start. Its lifting days are over for this
Hey.
battle.
Killer hurts.
Can't right
You
themselves
killer hurt.
here.
Wait, you don't. No!
The cutting attack, doing its best to get through the bulletproof glass.
Why did you attack the killer? It's a killer lot. Oh, jeez.
Cease!
Oh. Who won? I wonder. Oh dear. Why does the killer lot go after me? Right, okay, so the X-Master. Nope, so Zera's went off as well. Oh dear. Electra died in 30 seconds. So most of the robots died 40 seconds. Oh, that Loki was going after by shunt. So, and I lasted 37 seconds. Although I did the most damage and style. So, the X-Master won by default. Boo. Okay. So, okay, that didn't quite go how I intended. So I'm going to do that one more time. So I'm going to stick with rooftops again. Collateral damage. Yeah, stick with collateral damage. I'm going to turn the house robots off this time because yes, the killer lot was the one that killed me, not everyone else. Right, rematch time. Of course, this time it'll probably be different robots too. I would say... Oh, there's one robot I haven't featured in this yet. Razor. Razor's the only one I haven't showcased. Uh-oh. We have a problem. And his name is Hypnodisk.
Not seeded in this competition, but this robot has the capability to cause a few upsets and surprises. A 24-volt sealed lead-acid battery, the power behind this robot. It's armed with a colossal flywheel that can reach speeds of over 1200 RPM.
So, the funny thing about Hypnodisk is, apart from, well, before the relaunch, I think back in 2016, this was probably regarded as the most destructive robot in RoboWars. But weirdly enough, never actually won the championship. I can't remember the name of the modern flywheel though. That one actually did win the championship if I'm correct, and geez, yeah, that was definitely very destructive.
Falling through the skylight's not a good idea. You might end up in the basement and out of the running. Watch for the fan speed when they're running at full throttle. You may find yourself higher above the ground than you want to be. The gaps in the wall are a dangerous place to hang about. Get pushed off and they'll be scraping your robot off the street below. Get too close to the generators at either end of the arena and you could be in for a nasty shock. Three, two, one.
Activate.
Watch out! The steel resisting the blade so far. The Kevlar armor giving it great
Get over.
Off comes the axe, leaving them with much less attack power. That's a real blow. The steel taking the punishment well so far. The massive flywheel edging closer to its prey. Can they melt the polycarbonate though? It could happen.
Oh, Hypnodisk.
It's
Hello.
gonna be tough getting through the bulletproof glass on there. The steel armor quite resistant to the flame. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact.
Go off the edge.
Close to the generators there, they might get a bit of a shot. The axe has been broken off. No more use out of that then. Not easy to smash through that polycarbonate shell. Polycarbonate.
Oh, there they go.
Good defense against cutting attacks.
Wait, am I the only one left? Oh, there's one left. Hang on. Come on, I've got to get him for the skyline.
Charging in with tremendous force!
Come on. There it goes. Oh. Who I won anyway. See, the funnier things are when, like, Jonathan Pierce, like, say, they've made robot pizzas themselves. Oh dear. For me, that was always one of the funnier things, was when Jonathan Pierce commentates about, like something like that, like they've fallen off or they've been crushed, that type of thing. But still, at least they actually ended up winning. I think pretty much everyone went off the edge. Yeah, I think pretty much everyone went off the edge. Well, apart from what? Oh, I actually got I did get eliminated, but still, that's a funny picture. So, we've been going for about 20 minutes. I think we've got enough time for one more battle. But this time, I think it's time for a vengeance battle. So, vengeance battle is one-on-one. Volcano's pretty big. Yeah, let's go scrapyard. Since I've been making a big deal out of that one. I'm going to stick with Behemoth, so now I can actually choose my opponent. And there's one in particular I have in mind. Okay, no I can't. So I was going to pick Razor, but I can't do that. Okay, well then we'll go with the next best thing. Let's bring in the King of Flippers, Chaos 2. So this will be like, so this is a proper contest of Flipper versus Flipper. Well, Flipper versus Spade, I guess you could say, shovel. This should get a bit silly.
Lots of potential in this unseeded robot. Could be one to look out for. Powered by a 24-volt sealed lead-acid battery.
You may also notice that the house robots are on by default. So we got Killalot and Dead Metal. Dead Metal is definitely the one you don't want to get near, because he can do a ton of damage.
The noticeable thing about this arena is the large magnet crane that dominates the whole scene. The crusher isn't easy to escape from if you end up there.
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Activate.
The crowd are ready for something here. Welcome, Chaos 2, previous champion of Robot Wars. He's fast, lean and mean with a flipper, powerful enough to throw his adversaries out of the arena. Don't want to fall in there. You could make a mess of your robots. It's heading for a collision. The axe slamming in on the attack. The steel resisting the blade.
Yeah, now you can see why it's a problem.
Taking the punishment well so far. Over it goes, slowly but surely. Not a lot happening here. The crowd want more action. Too heavy for the flipper move, or they didn't get enough power behind it. Attempting to crash into it. Dents and scrapes as it bumps and barges around the arena. Looking for something to cut and snip away with those powerful jaws. Wishing the steel was even thicker in there, although it may be enough. The steel giving some defense against the attack.
Test is over.
Heavy blade now. The armor holding out well against the charge. Sir Killalot won't be messed with. Better keep away from there. Crashing down hard. The heavy axe making light work of the destruction. Tough steel armor.
I can't see.
Into a course. And it's taken a real battering with that blow.
I can't see.
Taking the punishment well so far. The flipper, just aiming to get underneath. Not finding it too easy, but it's going longer. The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They want naming and slaughter. It crashes in.
Oh god, both of us are in the crusher.
The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. Cease!
I won, so both of us must have got killed at the same time. God, that camera angle's bad. I finally worked out how to change it later on, but still. God, blimey. So, Chaos 2... God, look at Behemoth's armor! 148. How long did Chaos 2 last? Oh, 148, so I must have beat it on stats. Let's see, so... Damage was max, aggression was 3/4, style was there. What about control? What were the others? Interesting. So, I think I won it based on style? Unless there was a draw. No, Chaos 2 were the one. That's for sure, looking at the stats. But you can see why Chaos 2 is such a headache. Yeah, Chaos 2 is such a headache, that's for sure. Let me see if I can find the robot I was missing earlier. The one I was missing was Razor. Maybe it's medium. Nope, okay. It's not there. Maybe it was super heavyweight, but I just missed it. Mortis. Pussycat. Detour. 4. Behemoth. Terahertz. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, so I did see Razor, but I just missed it. So, if you, using Razor, you have to time it really well, but still. So, yes, so there has been a video of Robo Wars Arena of Destruction. Like I said, it's always a good laugh playing this, and I think that's a pretty good way to end this season of Gaming Wheel. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video and this series of Gaming Wheel. If you did, then please make sure to like this video and subscribe to know when my newest videos will be coming out. Now, when it comes to the Return to Gaming Wheel, it probably won't be back for a little bit, but I am tempted to maybe make a mini series maybe later in the year, maybe with 1 or 2 games, like such as. Because we never got round to Doom Eternal. We still haven't played Portal 2 and Doom Eternal 2016 for a second time. So it's possible that I might make a mini series later in the year. But anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. And for now, this is SliferKing signing out.